So after encountering a goblin army in the market, our brave adventurers decided to join the army, or not decided, conversed about joining the army with the army leader, and then went on their way to kill Mori, kill Revi's second to last target. And on the quest for the last target, we encountered a deep or dark laboratory where experiments were done, possibly on people's brains. And we fought a bunch of ghouls. And we found a flesh golem and a skeleton that tried to kill us, but we killed them instead. The end. And this is my drawing that I made for my for my show showing. Okay, I'll stop.
So did you guys do anything like to the flame skull like after you killed it?
I
I don't think
Regular.
so, no.
rummage. You know how Gustav be? He rummages and touch things.
Touches it.
I've gone back around trying to open the door. I don't know the fight's ended.
Oh, you okay. Yeah, Flip does that, and so he like piles. He makes like a little tunnel between like all the dead ghouls that are piled up against the door. So you reach out to touch the door. Roll
I
a
would do
dex.
disarm trap and detect traps and stuff first.
Well, the door continues to emit a soft hum when approached, so there's nothing really that's changed in terms of the door.
Yeah, not going to touch it. If I can't disarm the hum, I'm not touching it.
Fair enough.
In which case, I'll slowly make my way around. So carry on with everyone else while I get around there.
I cautiously step onto the copper floor or metallic floor and
Yep.
approach.
Gustav's gonna rummage in the pile of skull that's left.
There's nothing really much to the skull. It's just sort of a skull, but it sort of has a it's like a thin layer of metal, sort of like around the skull. So it's quite intricate, where it's like part copper in some places, and then sort of it's got sort of like the white of the bone in other places. Nicely
All
designed.
shiny.
It's as Ziz would say, acidic.
Mm.
Well, Gustav's gonna put that in his bag.
Excellent. You will remember that there is a so like the was it the shaft leading down that way? There was also a door back this way.
Fox, they continue into the hall.
All right.
All right. Now,
What say you, Flip?
I think we can go ahead and
If there's
venture
nothing
on,
else in the room, yeah, go for it.
because we got to keep an appointment with the Revy.
He.
This way, anyway.
All right. So the chute here, it's 5 foot wide, 5 foot high, descends 20 feet. It contains plenty of handholds and footholds, so no ability check is required.
Oh, I'm gonna have to squeeze into that.
Do you want me to get in first?
Nah, I got it.
I also
Wait
descend
back
behind.
there. I see something.
So you head down the chute. You
Oh,
get to the
no.
bottom. You open up into a section of what looks to be maybe once a dwarven mithril mine. in this area here, we've got a gibbering mouther who's wandering the hall. Now, the gibbering mouther, everyone will remember, is the weird abomination that we saw pictures of when we were off to see Vidna.
I see. I see.
Looks like my ex.
Oof.
Um,
That's a lot of mouths.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes, she was.
There's a whole bunch of overturned mine carts and discarded mining equipment laying scattered all around the floor. And there's also a redstone altar covered with small dirty handprints standing in the northern alcove up here.
I'm gonna touch it.
Oh, you have to get to it first, but
Yeah.
the altar's a 3-foot tall, 500-pound tapered block of dark red stone engraved with dwarvish prayers Gustav would recognize to Dumathoin, who's the keeper of secrets under the mountain.
Ooh.
You recognize the handprints all over the altar as what appear to be goblin handprints, which you know that any dwarf would consider to be a complete desecration of their god.
Oh, gonna have to clean that off. But first, what are we gonna do about the mouther over there?
Has it noticed us?
Roll stealth.
Oh no.
At
I have
at
disadvantage
disadvantage
on this due
for
to my
Gustav,
armor.
yeah.
So
Seriously?
basically, he just hears clank, clank, clank. Shh.
So
I like to think you slide out like head first, belly on the ground.
yeah, yeah, sparks flying along the stone floor where his breastplate is. So everyone roll initiative if we could.
Mori
The
too
worst part is I
loud.
can't even use inspiration on that. I seem to be lagging.
Now you're fine. I think.
No, like the Discord's acting fine. Oh wait, it's right there. 13.
Haha, joke's on you guys.
All right,
I
Flip.
am the gibbering mouther.
Right, so notice this and it's looking pretty angry.
Oh yeah, it's turned around to attack.
It's an angry mouth.
Uh,
I'll just have a shot from in the cave mouth.
From the cave mouth to the mouth mouth.
Assume 23 hits.
23 will hit, yes. For a 7.
Yeah, that'll do me.
Cool. Alright. I do have to get some music going as well while we do this. Yeah.
You're gonna get copyright blocked again.
Or like sound effects.
Kevin McLeod. Ambient
Fox
music.
McCloud.
Who?
Fox. Star Fox?
I don't know. I never played Star Fox. I'm thinking of the generic music guy, the ukulele.
gibbering Mouther's beautiful gibbering sound. All
Is
right.
this ambient sound effects or ASMR?
Yeah. Yes. Fox.
Oh my god. Oh, am I able to squeeze past these guys into the hull?
You can occupy you can occupy one of our tiles. You just can't end your turn there.
Oh, okay, okay. I will occupy Gustav's tile, and I don't know. I didn't think much past that, to be honest.
I don't know. You got a cantrip or something?
I don't want to waste the spell. So I got light.
Cantrip.
Yeah, I got a cantrip, bro. Light. I'll touch a pebble on the floor and it shines brightly.
Okay.
Can you at least eat the pebble at it?
I'll throw the pebble at it too.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you throw a lit pebble at the gibbering Mouther. Were you trying to hit or just sort of like throw it sort of generally towards it?
I'll try to hit. I'll try to hit.
Oh no.
All right. Roll.
Is it
Is it
He's
dex?
got a crit fail, and this is how another
okay?
one of my characters died
Dexterity.
to a rock.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like that'll hit. Doesn't do any damage, but it's so you hit the Mouther with the little pebble. It
It's
bounces
shiny.
off,
It's
and yeah, you can sort of see the illumination sort of right next to it.
nice. No, I can't end my turn there, so I'll just move one block here.
Yep. Now the aura for that is 10 feet. All right, Gustav.
All right. As I recall, yeah, I'm completely out of spells. So the only thing Gustav can do is to charge at it.
So as you walk within 10 feet of the gibbering Mouther, you feel sort of like the area around it sort of like a dough-like, and it's sort of like quite difficult to walk through.
Oh shit. Am I not able to make it there?
No, you made it. It's just that, yeah, it was
Okay.
half speed for the last 10 feet, but you made it all right.
My 2 attacks.
Oh yeah, they'll both hit.
And that's Gustav.
So we get a 16 and a 13. Actually, no, that's not right. We've got minus 13 and the... What do we assume it as? It'll be a... It'll be a 17 plus 5. Minus 17. Minus 5. Alright, Gustav's just going ham on the gibberer. So it's like babbling incoherently.
I'm
Revy.
assuming Gustav hears what we're hearing right now.
Yep. Revy comes around.
Oh, tingly. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Ruby phases through the wall.
He came down and around.
Mm-hmm.
He was just too fast for you to see it.
True,
Fuck
true.
boy.
Alright, so Revy sort of like punches the gibbering Mouther in sort of like the large mass, and sort of like screeches out at like several of his mouths. Alright. The gibbering Mouther turns to Gustav. And one of the mouths flashes out for a bite. You feel the claws crunch into your what do they call fucking plate gloves? Greaves?
Yeah, gauntlets.
Gauntlets, and they don't get through the plate. What he does after that, he spits a chemical glob just at sort of like the point
Uh-oh.
here between you and Revi. The glob explodes in a blinding flash. So
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
what I'll get you to do, Gustav, is a dexterity saving throw.
My aura adds, I think, a +5 to that. Let me check. Where's my aura?
I'll just pause the combat
Saving throw.
tracker. Pause.
Equal to your charisma modifier. Oh, so I get a +2 to that, so 14.
So 14. Yeah, so you like throw up your forearm sort of to your eyes and able to prevent from being blinded. All right, that'll bring us back to Flip, I believe.
Woohoo! I'm going to rinse and repeat.
But this time with pack tactics. I think.
Exactly right.
Yeah, that'll hit. Yep. Yep. What's that look like?
I have no idea because I'm not really looking. I'm shooting blindly into in between Rev and Gustav, and I'm just hoping for the best.
Well, the best happens, and when you finally look at the gibbering mouther, it is has one of your crossbow bolts like directly through one of its many eyeballs, and is bleeding out. And finally, that awful noise stops. If I go
Hog champ.
stop.
All
Oh,
right.
it did. That was such a good music piece or noise piece. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was.
I see
Gustav's
get
going
back
to take
into
the head
like
of his axe.
soundboarding and stuff.
Gustav's going to take his head of his axe and just start like poking at it, make sure it's not moving.
Yeah, it's not moving.
And now, Gustav's going to be like, a night to do what I wanted to originally. He goes over here to the alcove. I don't know how far in the alcove it is. But he's going to take a piece of cloth and he's going to place his hands and to begin to wipe off the altar.
All right. So, on cleaning the altar, you feel a little bit different. You filled with the inspiration of Dimthorn, who, being the keeper of secrets, gives you the ability for 24 hours to see plainly all secret doors.
Ooh.
Nice.
Gustav's going to take and do a kneel at the altar and say thank you. And then get back up.
And Dwarvish, of course.
And Dwarvish, of course. After he's finished cleaning off the altar. All right. Well,
So, how long would you say you took to clean the altar?
depends on how dirty it is.
It's quite dirty. So I would say about an hour.
Yeah, about an hour.
About an hour, including fighting the gibbering mouther.
Yeah.
Gustav, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
+2. An 8.
There's an opportunity here to use inspiration if you wish.
Nah, I'm good.
Alright, cool. You feel your pack writhing and moving about. If I get my sheet back up.
Oh.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
You know what? That's fine. I'm just gonna get a little electrocuted, I think. Just a little bit.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
So roll 3d6.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Bop.
All right. So
Mm-hmm.
flying out of your pack, you feel a burning ray of fire, and you take 10 fire damage to your back through the pack.
Ooh.
Flying out the top of the pack is the flame skull that you took earlier.
Yeah.
The fucking bloody hell is
No.
that? Oh, I got a treat for you once we're done with you again.
All right, everybody roll initiative.
Womp. Oh. I got 4.
Revi, where are you?
It should be fine since we're not on the middle floor.
Why did you roll
Don't know
again?
why it's-
I mean,
Oh. I was just trying to get it on the turn tracker, and then I would change it
Right.
to fur. Don't worry. No suspicious business here.
trying to cheat.
No, never. I would never.
Negative inspiration point.
Negative. No.
Give it back.
All
All
that
my
burning
sucking
red
up.
brown making down
All
the
my sucking up down the drain. Yeah.
All right, Flip.
Flip's going to give a bit of a squeal of surprise and shoot off crossbow.
Yeah, the 20 will hit. Yeah, and your extra. No, it's, 9, 7. All right. Gustav.
All right.
Bloody hell. Yep.
22.
Yep. All right. So you feel like you swing your great axe twice, and you clip the skull. Take a little chip out of the bone, but it is still up. Revi runs over, and let's see, he tries to grab hold of the skull with his hands, but slips through his fingers. Fox.
I touch Gustav, and I give him resistance. So he can add a D4. I put a miniature cloak on Gustav, and he can add a D4 to any saving throw he likes
All right.
for 1 minute.
That's good. That's good. That's real
Because this is the part where the skull turns around and kills Fox.
good.
I casted resistance on myself.
Too late for takes his vaccines.
So the skull turns around, and what do we got? He's a 5th level caster. All right.
Oh no.
Why did that not work?
Oh no.
Lucky.
I'm scared.
All right. So, Revi, Gustav, Fox, dexterity saves, please.
Hey.
Alright. So I get the +4 and the +2.
Plus D4.
D4 plus D4.
All right.
So 16
second.
plus.
Gustav passes.
I have 20.
I'll use my inspiration for this.
Revi fails.
Is inspiration another D4 added?
No.
Oh, okay.
Inspiration
What
gives
was
you.
it? I just
the
advantage, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So you... that was the way.
Okay. I guess I'll take it. No more inspiration.
Fox passes.
Room for more inspiration.
So
Oh, Fox passes.
the skull shoots a fireball directly at the floor between the three of you. As it hits the floor and engulfs out, you see the skull go inert again and fall to the ground. Let's turn combat off so it doesn't flick through everyone with the timer. As the
Just give
fireball
it to us.
hits the ground and begins to spread out, Gustav and Fox dive to the side and manage to take half of. Bring out this fucking calculator.
Revi can't end like this.
Oh, okay.
Wrong button.
I thought that was Mori, and I was like, I was shocked. I was like, what the? D20s
it's
for
not-
damage?
It's not too far off.
Uh-oh.
So, dodging to the side, you each take 25 fire damage from the fireball.
Oh, poor Revi takes 50.
Revi takes 50 fire damage full in the face.
Oh my god.
He winces a little bit. He's very badly singed and burnt around the edges, but he is still living, or in the state
God
of
bless that plot armor.
unliving. He's not far off dying. I'd say this.
All right. So what we're gonna do now, right? First things first is those athletics. I rolled for him to stomp the hell out of that skull.
All right.
That's a lot of athletics.
Just 3 stomps, just bop, bop, bop.
For the 15s, roll a strength saving throw.
That's a 1. That's a 2. So a 12
Alright.
and an 18, or a 12 and a 20.
For the 12, take roll a d8. Right. So your stomps they don't have any damaging effects to the skull. However, on one of the stomps, you feel sort of like the hardness of the skull jar back up through your foot, and you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow. Oh, my damn foot!
So the skull's still intact?
Yep.
And out of pure frustration, He's gonna go at it with the great axe one last time.
Yep.
Oh, God.
So yeah, you bring your axe down on it, and similar, you sort of like feel the jar through the axe, and has no sort of major damaging effect to the skull.
Wow.
All right.
This skull really tough. Can I cast remove curse on it? I touch the object, the skull, and I wave my hands in the air and say my prayers to Akadi, the god of you know,
Furries.
yeah, sure, why not? And yeah, I cast remove curse on the skull.
So you feel the divine power of fairies flow through your fingers and into the skull. The bone around the skull begins to shimmer and shake, and then in your hands turns to dust, leaving with a very thin, so like mask of copper that had been draped around the skull.
Mhm.
Gustav's gonna put that in his bag.
Cool. Can hope that one doesn't come to life again later as well.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Thin copper mask.
Put the mask on.
Oh, you bet. He's got that mask on right now.
Bronze visage.
I gave up on the bronze visage on level 1.
Yeah.
I think you have it, don't you? Because
We
I
have
just
it, yeah.
I just put it
Yeah.
on a random corner that you were walking around.
Oh. Is there more to it? Oh my
I was like, there's no way they're ever gonna find it. I was like, just give it to them.
god.
I appreciate that because we would
Thank
still be
you.
in there to this day if it wasn't for that.
Yeah. All right. Well done on getting rid of the flame skull.
All right. They
Fox
said that they're
smile.
gonna leave in 12 hours, so I think we have time for a wee little rest, and then we can finish Revy's business, and then we can go back to the Hobgoblin Captain if we choose to go with this army. I still have my
Fox okay
doubts,
with
but
that.
I still have my doubts about it, but seems like an interesting thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Fox
down with
say
that.
rest too.
Full rest or short rest?
Full
Sure.
rest. Oh, short. Okay. All right.
Well, that's up to you guys.
No, Fox says short. We have little time.
Well, I mean, a long. I hate speaking like this, but if we long rest, that's 8 hours. We still have like 3 hours to get back.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Maybe 2.
that's true.
Yeah, just give me one
Does
sec.
short rest restore all your spell slots?
No. What am I, a warlock?
Yeah. I think you get like some portion of HP back.
Hmm. You can roll all your hit dice on a short rest, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good either way. I'm only down 1 hit point and only use 1 spell slot, so I'm fine.
4 hit dice are go. I get that much HP back.
Wow. That's a good sum. Plus 13, plus
that is
7.
not.
There we go.
I was just
40 HP. Don't even. Oh my god.
Nice. I was just negotiating with my wife the return of some coffee.
The return of the king.
One
Oh,
thing I've
funny.
been neglecting to do with Revy as well is regaining 10 hit points at the start of each of his turns. If the Revenant takes fire or radiant damage, this trait doesn't function at the start of the Revenant's next turn.
All right.
So Revi can go back up to full health if you.
So it's not just plot armor keeping him alive.
No, and Revenants as well. If they die and their missions are unfulfilled, the sheer will of their souls will find a new body to inhabit.
Oh, okay.
Wait, he could have inhabited the skull if things went bad.
When the
No.
Revenant's body is destroyed, its soul lingers. After 24 hours, the soul inhabits and animates another corpse on the same plane of existence and regains all its hit points.
Ooh, the mouther. We could have had a friendly mouther following us around.
All right, Revi, lead the way, because I don't know which way to go.
So Revi comes down to the wall. He intently focuses and he points through the wall, sort of down to the, like that way.
Hmm.
And he says, it's that way, but could go to the east or to the south. Either way will get us there.
Let's go east.
All right.
Fox say go east.
Oh, I see something pretty. And a tunnel? Oh,
Yeah.
gotta love these random tunnels.
All right. So, or got so the walls in this section they're partially collapsed. They're all streaked with veins of copper.
Oh, okay. Flip, go first. Tiny Flip squeeze into hole.
Nah, I'll go first in case anything
Oh.
jumps out and tries to eat us.
Okay. Me go second. Well, we can't just skip the tiles, bro. Come on, you gotta go all the way. Make it realistic.
Uh-oh.
As you head down the collapsed tunnels, you hear a familiar noise.
Uh-oh.
I think we might want to
Ew.
backtrack.
Fox, go back.
Roll stealth.
Oh, fuck.
Can I? No, never mind.
If you use your
Guidance?
inspiration on a disadvantage roll, Gustav, it will even it out, so it will just be a normal roll.
Yeah. And I will definitely use my inspiration.
Oh, no need.
Oh. Well, I already said it, so it's gone.
I use my inspiration. Oh, wait, never mind.
All right. So as you sort of backing up, Flip, your foot sort of like slips on a rock, and you sort of like hear the kicked pebbles echo
Flip?
down the. Oh, sorry,
Fox.
not Flip, Fox.
Hmm.
Sorry. Why do you have
One
to
of the
like?
party members with the F names.
Yeah, why do you have to
Yeah.
have alliterative names? That's
Like what? Flip and Fox? That's like.
Flip and Fox in
That's.
the morning.
I think Gustav's the odd one out.
All right, my next
Fergus.
character's name's gonna be Frank.
Flip
Flip, Fox, and Frank.
Roll initiative?
Everybody holds their breath as the rock so like tumbles down the shaft there. The gibbering mouthers quieten for a moment, but as everyone holds their breath and a moment passes, the mouthers go back to what they were doing, which is just jabbering at each other.
Mhm.
So
All right.
you may move away if you wish.
Let's see what's to the south.
We try.
And if it's more mouthers, then no.
All right. So let's stop that
So
noise.
you gotta walk like this, realistically every tile.
All right, stop.
Oh.
So as you move sort of down here, so let's say about here.
Mhm.
Bisecting this room is an 8-foot high, 2-foot thick wall of hobgoblin skeletons and rusty armor, with a 2-foot gap between the top of the wall and the ceiling.
Maybe touch the wall.
Where is that?
It's sort of it's like a, let me paint it on. Let's say there's just a wall here.
How tall is the wall?
Fox touches the
8
wall.
foot high.
I'll just sort of fly up and hover in the air, see if I can see what's either side of that 2-foot gap.
On the other side of the 2-foot gap, you can see a hallway down to the west and a hallway to the east.
I'm going to go down, pick up a rock, fly up, and just throw a rock through it.
A rock through where?
The gap.
Yep, you feel the. Sorry, not you feel. You hear the stone sort of like fly through the small gap. Um,
Doesn't attract anything on the other side.
no.
Gustav's going to attempt to jump up and grab the edge.
Oh boy.
I think I have rope.
Um,
Oh. I have 50 feet of handmade rope.
all right. So Gustav does climb up to the gap at the top, but he's unable to. Where are we? Okay, sorry, yes. Gustav is able to climb up and over the wall and slip through the gap at the top and land on the other side.
Gustav, grab rope, and then I try to throw my rope across the wall.
All right, the rope is going to give you an advantage to the climb check. It's not going to make it work automatically.
Okay. As
Gustav's going to hold
athletics,
the
right?
rope.
Or acrobatics.
It'll be athletics. Mm-hmm. All right, so Fox begins to climb up over the wall with the rope. He slips and falls into one of the skeletons on the wall, which begins to wobble and shake, and finally brings down the entire wall like a load of dominoes.
Oops.
The rusty armor and skeletons all clash together, making a huge amount of noise.
Gustav readies his action to run.
Da, 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 da.
Wall gone now. And Fox smiles.
Flip
Part
question,
of
why
Fox
is there such noisy people?
Just give me 1 second. All right. As you look around to see if anything was disturbed, you hear a strange voice say, sorry, a chorus of 4 voices say, "The seed shall bear bitter fruit, and we see it in you."
Huh?
Gustav responds, I heard seeds. I like plants.
Flip gets a seed ready.
Gustav holds up a seed as well. Be like, you want a fruit seed? I got one right here.
I go behind Gustav Fox.
4 baleful eyes peer out from the darkness. Their gleams hint at a weird intelligence and unnerving malevolence. Everyone roll initiative as 4 creatures come out of the darkness. Which will be these ones.
Oh, I wasn't selected. Well, this is where we die.
Oh god. Oh no. Mines of Fandelver? What?
Yes.
I rolled a
We-
21.
Mines
but
of
it wasn't selected.
Fandelver Part 2?
This is like,
Oh.
what did you do to the Nothic there? You fed it a goblin that you like brutally murdered. That I
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Well, we
Or-
kept feeding it things.
so
The
I
I think, like,
goblin, though.
the red brands.
The goblin my character killed, the Droop, my character killed him, brought him back to life, and then killed him again.
Oh god.
I was
These guys hated Droop. Oh my god.
I was intending to make
Really
Droop
funny.
like the NPC tag along.
Oh, that's what he was.
Yeah,
Until his usefulness ran out.
but my party just like they heard the Nothic saying that it needed a sacrifice. So they like dragged Droop out from under the bed, slit his throat, and then like dropped him into
Oh
the
my
ravine.
god. Poor Droop.
Droop doesn't catch a break, does he?
No.
Like, there
Poor-
wasn't even a moment of hesitation either. All right.
Side note: these are some of my favorite things in D&D.
One Nothic runs forward.
I need to replace that with the 21 though, because I'll still go second, but I need it because I didn't have my character selected when I rolled.
All right. So yeah, go first.
All right. It runs forward. Gustav's gonna do the same.
Um.
Will those hit?
Yeah, they certainly do.
I think we got this covered, or Gustav
10,
does at least.
18.
18. All right. You got anything else?
No, I'm not level 20, so I can't cast spells as a bonus action.
All right. The Nothic is going to slash twice at Gustav with his claws. The first slash will sort of like slide harmlessly across the breastplate. The second will sort of like catch just sort of like in between the links of your armor, and he'll drag his claws like painfully down the side of your body and do 8 slashing damage.
We gotta talk this out like gentlemen.
The next Nothic steps
wait.
forward and
My turn wasn't selected. I was 13.
Oh, you still good? You go after Flip.
Oh, okay.
yeah, drop it in there and I'll put it. 13. Done. All right. Nothic stares intently at Gustav. Gustav, A Constitution saving throw, please.
You bet. 21.
Not a problem.
Destroyed.
All right, Flip.
Rightio. I will move down to here so I can actually see these things. And then I'll help. Sorry, I thought I was pressing the button. I'll move and have a shot to help out Gustav.
That will not hit.
I will not help Gustav.
Okay, guys, time to be useful. I move to here. Or, you know what? Here, because why not? And
That's
I cast Sleet Storm. Too late, I'm already there. I cast it at a point centered here. So it's 20 feet, so me and Gustav are not in the radii. And what it does is I grab a pinch of dust and spit into the dust, a few drops of water. I rub my hands together and clap the ground. And as I do that, dark clouds form above the Nothics. And wait, I'm gonna read this spell.
I think we lost Revi as well.
Wait, where is he?
I think he's
So,
back.
yeah. And then dark clouds forms, and it starts heavily raining on all the Nothics. The area is heavily obscured, and it's difficult terrain. And when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time or a turn starts, it must take a dexterity saving throw or falls prone.
Cool.
Also, if a creature is concentrating in the spell's area, it must make a successful Constitution throw against my spell save DC or lose concentration.
Spell slave.
Spell slave. That's a different game.
That's fatal. That's the
Yeah.
fatal system.
All right. So for whatever reason, Revi was standing by
Showing
for a
out
little.
elsewhere.
All right. Let me just pause the timer. Oh, clutch pause. 1 second left.
Oh, damn.
All right. Creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. Right. So no effect yet. It'll be sort of when the next ones come up. Revenant is going to just like stand at the ready, but not walk into the sleet storm. All right, so this Nothic dexterity saving throw. No, that's a Revenant. Will pass. And we'll stare at Fox.
No.
Bye, Fox.
Fox, let's see.
Wait, can he stare at me through heavily obscured? I mean, probably can.
It's a not that he can see you.
That's true.
Magical
Constitution?
Damage. Has advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. Con save, and you pass. So you feel sort of like this strange glare on you, but nothing happens. This next Nothic is going to come around and do the same and stare at Fox. So another con save, please.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh no.
All right. Roll a 3d6 there.
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
All right. So, as the Nothic stares into you intently, you actually, sorry, before we do that, I should have done a dex save for him to see if he fell prone or not. Which he did, which will save you from that roll there, mate.
Bro, lucky poggers.
What's the prone? We'll use that one. All right, Gustav.
Gustav is gonna do a Gustav deal at the one in front of him.
Touch it inappropriately.
They'll both hit.
Alright.
All right. Extremely inappropriately.
And with that, Gustav's going to enter the storm.
All right. Roll your dex saving throw.
I will.
Hold on, guys. Beard back. I'm gonna get a smoothie.
Cool.
6, so I fall prone.
Nice.
Where's the prone one?
That one's prone.
I didn't even see that one. And that's Gustav.
All right. That Nothic is dead.
He falls on top of Nothic. It could come here often.
All right, this one passes the dex saving throw fine. He's going to do a rotting gaze at Gustav.
Alright.
So the con saving throw for that one.
What happened to Gustav?
I slipped on your storm. Don't worry.
So that'll pass with your aura as well. Flip. And 27 will hit. Actually, no, it'd be an 18 because there's no pack tactics.
Inspiration.
Yeah, you could take inspiration if you want.
No, I'll save it.
Alright. Cuckoo. Which one were you aiming at? Actually,
The close one.
if you were to shoot at the prone one, a prone creature's only movement option is to crawl unless it stands up and ends the condition. The creature has a disadvantage on attack rolls. An attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage. Oh, well, forget that. Sorry, which one was it?
Whichever one faces.
That one? Yeah, cool. Alright.
Yeah, I remember one time I was playing a game and we were using this thing where we'd stand up and shoot at the archers and then lay down so they had disadvantage.
Nice. That's an inspiration-worthy thing.
Yeah. Alright, Fox.
I cast Call Lightning on the one that is prone. Wait, can I?
Yeah, big disadvantage.
Oh no, I can't. Because I'm out of spell slots, never mind. Yeah. I touch Flip with guidance. I pray and I touch Flip.
You're concentrating on something already. You can't cast guidance
Oh.
unless you give a
Yeah.
concentration on Sleet Storm.
You're,
Oh, that's
yeah,
true. That's true. Sorry, never mind. I apologize.
Oh, you're fine.
Get the guidance off me.
Yeah. I do. I just back off. That is my turn.
cool. Revi is going to walk into the Sleet Storm as well, taking a page out of Gustav's book, which will be. Oh, he's going to fall over as soon as he walks into the storm.
Oh no. Maybe the storm was better for like rangers.
I mean, not really, because it gives heavy obscure.
That is true.
Yeah, it's like half the movement to stand up again, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how well the storm. I'm not sure how good the storm idea was against something with 120 feet of true sight.
Hey, I just wanted to try out the spell. See what happens.
Understandable.
All right, so this Nothic is going to try and stare into the soul of Flip with its rotting gaze.
Ow.
So yeah, a con saving throw for you, please, Flip. All
Dang
right.
it.
So that'll be a 3d6.
You roll, I roll.
You roll. I'm very lazy. All right, so you take 8 necrotic damage. So you sort of like feel it's like a fingernail, like shrivel up and fall off. All right. Let's do the dex. He'll pass. He'll use half his movement speed to stand up, and will do a weird insight. Where we got the Nothic targets one creature can see within 30 feet. Target must contest its charisma deception check against the Nothic's wisdom insight check. If the Nothic wins, it magically learns one fact or secret about the target. All right. Gustav, give me a deception check.
All right.
Ooh, we got a 7. So what have we got? An insight check. You feel the Nothic peering into your thoughts and your brains, and you hear the chilling sounds of your father's blood-curdling screams as he died.
Where is Gustav right now?
He's
Right here.
under that dead Nothic.
Oh.
Well, not that you can see it because he's prone right now, but if you could, you'd see just Gustav's face drop and go blank.
All right, Gustav.
Gustav is going to attempt to stand up. Gonna go ahead and get this out of the way before anything else. 17.
Yep. So you stand up.
And use half my movement to stand up and all that. And he's gonna walk to here. And to the one that's north of him, he is going to attack.
The first one will hit. for 12.
Let's Gustav.
All right. Dex. All right. So the Nothic that Gustav just hits, so like by the Sleet Storm and the hit that he just took is sort of rocked a bit and falls over flat. Flip.
Rightio.
Any shots that you make into the Sleet Storm at the moment will be well, for this Nothic and this Nothic will be normal rolls. The one on this one would be at disadvantage.
Yep, no, I'll go for the one that I shot before.
Yep, that'll hit. For 10. And put the... Oh, that's an interesting question, isn't it? Like when pack tactics is in play, but it's obscured vision, so they cancel each other out, do you still get your sneak attack?
No, the sneak attack
Yeah.
triggers on advantage.
Right.
So if it's a normal roll, I don't get sneak attack.
All right. Which one were you shooting at? That one. All right. Fox.
Fox moves back into the edge of the storm. And turn.
Revi is going to Dex and stand up and hit at the Nothic once. All right. So this Nothic who's already sort of on the ground, Revi just curb stomps and ends. So like the eye just like squishes out of the Nothic's head and rolls sort of across the floor.
There is a doom. There is a doom for this.
All right. Dex save. This Nothic falls prone. How many turns does Sleet Storm last?
That's a
1
1 minute thing.
1 minute.
So 10 turns?
Is that 10 turns or 6 turns? 10 turns.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because each
60 divided by
yeah.
6.
We're only like on turn 3. All right, Dex save.
Closest gift I could find.
Yeah. All right. He passes his save. Does a rotting gaze at Fox. Fox, so a con
Oh.
save from you, please.
Oh, I got you. Biggest constitution right here. Ooh, maybe not.
Okay. So, you pass, but it's so borderline that I'm gonna make you do a con save to see whether you keep concentration on Sleet Storm.
Oh, okay. I'm shaken internally, mentally. My eyes go fuzzy, and I try to regain concentration.
And you do.
A piece of ice smacks me in the head, and I'm able to snap out of the Nothic's gaze.
All right, Gustav.
Gustav. He's got a special thing for this one. Gustav's going to attempt to pick it up.
All right. Yeah.
And I've slipped because it's wet.
I love that
And
you
that's
got a
it.
plus 11 to that. That's great.
Yeah, I have a feat that gives me expertise in athletics.
Plus 11 athletics. Holy shit.
So you
Gustav's strong.
you attempt to pick up and bully the Nothic. Failing to that extent, the Nothic will have advantage on his next attack against you. Which that Nothic is going to be dead already. So flip.
I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in just a second.
Right, back to me already. Any prone? I'll still just target the one that's engaged with Gustav.
Yep.
Shoot him in the eye hole, the pupil.
So yeah,
In him.
that'll hit. For 9. Alright.
I'm not at advantage, am I?
No.
That's cool. That's all I can do.
Cool. Fox.
Wait. Do I have a bow? I do. I shoot at this Nothic. I decide to bring out my bow and I dust it off from being in my satchel bag back. And I take aim and shoot at the Nothic that is engaged with Gustav.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a big old fumble.
Oh, fuck.
Because it's a disadvantage.
Oh, shit. Slash fumble?
Yep.
Or is it slash F?
Exclamation fumble, I think.
73% poor judgment. Wrong move. Opponent's next attack +4 to hit.
Right.
Uh-oh.
With it
Spaghetti-o.
+4 to hit, plus advantage. All right. Revi is going to.
Okay, I've returned.
Don't worry about the Nothic. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
What? Now you have my interest peaked.
Revi slips and falls again.
Oh.
This Nothic is going to stand up. And step outside the storm. And attempt a rotting gaze on Fox.
Yeah, these guys really don't like me.
They can tell where the magic is coming from.
Yeah, there's a pretty good lore reason why they wouldn't like you.
There's so that'll pass. So you successfully avoid that. All right, this Nothic is going to pass his dex save. He is going to, continuing on with the voice of Gustav's father, rake his claws into Gustav at advantage on the first one with the +4 to hit that Fox provided him with. He's going to do.
Wait, what?
6 slashing damage. With the second claw, he's going to do 9 slashing damage.
Ow.
It's a total of 15 slashing damage.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I
I
have
tried
to know
to
what
shoot
happened.
I tried to shoot him, but I rolled a critical fail, and I rolled the fumbler, and I gave him a +4. It was very tragic.
That's funny.
All right, Gustav.
Let's try this again. I can't crit fail twice in a row.
Do the dex first.
Says the man who rolled double ones before.
All right, dex passes. Athletics will pass.
All right.
Oh.
And while I have him, I'm going to take and just attempt to drive his head into the floor with him by swinging him. No idea what to roll for that.
CT pause. All right.
Do I roll another athletics or what?
5e grapple damage.
I just realized I've been using Prayer of Healing wrong. It's a 10-minute spell, but I've been acting as if it was instantaneous.
Oops.
Oops, that's big
You
oops.
got to rewind where we TPK'd because the prayer healing doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it does not. Yeah. I was reading the descriptions of the spells.
There's a timeline where you read it right and we're all dead.
Yeah. Because I knew it was too overpowered to be like
Mm-hmm.
an instantaneous combat healing spell.
If Mario doesn't say no, it's all good.
I'm trying to
That was
research
for
whether
the-
you can like slam people into walls or not and hurt them.
Damn it.
There are no rules of written. I'd like some advice on a house rule. Balancing hitting.
Maybe it can be treated as if a giant rock is hitting someone instead.
Bare minimum is going to be the same as just an unarmed attack.
Yeah, or maybe that too. I
Or fall
cast
damage
Prayer of
since
Healing.
essentially what you're doing is increasing speed like they were falling.
So
That's
that
true. That's true.
movement speed doesn't let you pile drive your target into the ground, so there's no bonus damage to hitting an enemy into the ground. Now that you... There's no rules as written for using a person as a weapon, however there are rules for improvised weapons. The one that springs to mind... Attacking a grappled enemy by slamming it into a wall is a similar forceful blow under the unarmed strike rule. Instead of using a weapon to make a melee attack, you can use an unarmed strike, a punch, kick, headbutt, or similar forceful blow. The ability to attack two targets during one turn.
My apologies. I didn't know it was going to be this complex.
I don't know if it's that complex, really. It's just I don't know the answer to it. Let's say it's a 1d4 plus your attack modifier.
What is my attack modifier? That would be strength, correct?
Yeah. I'll give you proficiency as well. Just because he was pretty mean to you.
10.
Nice.
And that's Gustav.
All right. So you holding the Nothic by the throat. You smash his head eye first into the wall. Blood
Mhm.
sort of like trickles down the eye, and the screams of your father get louder and louder. Flip.
Right. Flip's going to sort of look into the storm, squint his eyes, and say, "Thanks, Fox. I have no idea what I'm shooting at. This is fun." And then kind of think about, where's Gustav as I release the trigger,
Oh no. Uh-oh.
aiming for this guy.
Ow.
Pretty much.
How much damage do I take? Because that's a 9.
No, it'll miss. That's fine.
Nah.
I was completely in ready.
So you hear the whiz of a crossbow bolt go past your ear and clatter harmlessly into the wall behind you.
Flip says, "I think I got him."
Fox goes, "Oh, sorry," and then he stops concentrating on the spell.
All right, so the spell dissipates.
The storm clears off. And he goes, "See, now Flip can see." And then he moves up. Oh, can I move up to here?
Yeah.
Okay. Behind Gustav. You know what? Maybe even here.
Roll a dex save because you made me roll one. A joke.
You still have an action as well. It's like
Oh, okay.
stopping.
Can I help Revy up? Maybe. Is that an action?
Yeah, good.
Or how do I? Where do I roll?
That's fine.
Okay.
He was gonna
Oh,
get up
no.
anyway.
Oh, that's true. I walk. What do I roll for walking? Yeah, what do I roll for this? Okay, I'll stop. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Revenant, because having seen Gustav like slam this Nothic's eye into the wall, he will attempt to punch into his back twice. Fucking hell. All right. 13 bludgeoning damage for that. So just like hits him in the spine and does a little bit of damage. All right, the Nothic here is going to stare at Fox again.
Rip. Poo-poo head. Poo-poo head, nothing. Bad nothing.
Yeah, DC save. Sorry, Constitution save. Which will pass. But you hear the Nothic scream out, "The seed! The seed!"
No seed for you. Seeds stay with Fox, even though he doesn't have any seeds.
This Nothic is going to struggle to get out of the grip, which he successfully does. Brings up one claw in defense and clinks harmlessly off Gustav's armor. All right, Gustav.
Gustav He's going to do an over-the-top swing to try and just cut him in half. Oh, he rolled the other one too.
They both hit. Now you're talking in half vertical or horizontal?
Vertical.
Vertical.
At least his face. Just over the top. Goes down. Then with the other string comes up around the chest area, see if you can't get a nice clean cleave in half. Exactly.
Very nice.
He's going to spit on the Nothic before approaching this one.
All
And
right.
that's where he's going to get his turn.
Flip.
Righty, yeah. Just going to move up and have a crack. I'm
The
assuming that's advantage.
the 27 will hit. All right, so that'll be a 10 plus a 1 plus an 11, 22.
And then however critical works.
Yeah. Yeah, so the critical you already, because you already rolled max, because it was a d6 plus 4, and then the extra roll was a plus 1. Hang on, I just gotta tell my kiddo to stop teasing the dog with the dog lead. 1 sec.
Rip. Is the Nothic dead? Nothics? One Nothic remained. Thick. Am I right, guys? Guess I'm wrong.
All thy fox self. No, the Nothic's not dead.
I move up.
Alright.
Past flip the bodies. And I just yeah. Another bow. We give the bow another try. Oh my god. How do I work this thing? I pull out my bow and I hold it in the most awkward position possible. Don't even draw the thing back, and my arrow flops as I let it fly.
No, you hold
Going
the
right in
string
front
and
of
try to
me.
knock the arrow on the wood.
Yeah, true. And that is the end of my turn. Fox no good with bow. Fox stick with spell.
Revi, so like comes up and so like pats Fox on the shoulder, says, "My turn." All right, and to the Nothic. First one's a crit. And the second one is a hit. So, what do we got? 12 plus 4. 16 plus 7. Da, 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 da. Anyone else want to describe how Revi just like ends this Nothic's day and
All
life?
right. He walks up, he gives it a gut punch, then he winds back for a good right hook, knocking the eyeball square out of its head.
Nice. It bounces a few times, goes slop, slop, slop.
Mm-hmm.
And it rolls to look at the Nothic itself.
All right. Good job. Combat is finite.
Damn, we really just killed 4 Nothics, eh?
So the area that you're in now, there's some low-lying stone shelves along the walls, stuffed with crumbling pairs of dwarven boots. Rusty dwarven helmets and dusty goggles with tattered leather straps hanging down from pegs above them.
I search the shelves for something interesting.
Not really anything interesting there. There is a door here on the western side.
I ask Gustav and I say, "Can you see any secret doors? Any doors?"
I don't know. I'm gonna have a look around. You don't think so?
In the previous sort of like areas behind the walls there, inside each of these rooms, there's a rusted water pump, the basins and stone toilets, separated by thin slate dividers.
Fox say we open this door, and then he goes up here.
I'd rather not.
Oh,
I do believe Revi's quarry is the other way. We'll come back to this.
oh yeah. Sorry, Revi. I pat Revi on the shoulder.
Thank you.
We've got a promise we're gonna be keeping, and by damn if he isn't gonna get his revenge.
Is Nothic eyeball valuable? I asked Gustav and Flip.
Absolutely, just put them all in your pocket.
Okay, I take I take whatever eyeballs I can scavenge.
It would
From
it'd
Nothic.
take you an hour to scavenge the
Oh.
eyeballs.
Oh, okay. What do you guys say? No scavenging eyeballs?
We'll get them later.
Okay. Fox, come
They're
back.
worthwhile when they're
Nothic,
rotten.
stay there.
Gustav's just being silent at this point.
All
He's
right.
just walking
So he
forward.
thinks.
Yeah.
Gustav, okay. Gustav, no talk. I tap Gustav on the shoulder. Gustav, okay?
Those Nothics.
All
Pieces of
right.
shite.
Let me get my PDF.
Let's just say they remind me of things I'd rather forget. That I can't forget. That I shouldn't forget, but that I can at least repress to the back of my mind.
Wow.
Like chores?
More than that.
As you commiserate with Gustav, walking down the hall, you begin to hear the faint sounds of battle.
Gustav's gonna have himself a little peek around the corner.
Oh, Revi's gonna go all the way.
Oh, he sees Revi going, so he's gonna follow.
The Revi's sort of like speeding it up a bit, which he sort of like walks around, sort of like where the sort of like the collapsed wall is
No. Whoa, it's so bright. Oh my god.
in this room there is a lantern resting in the middle of the floor, illuminating the whole room. There's a minecart. Well, there's mine carts all about the room, glittering heaps of copper ore. The battle is in the southeast corner of the room, where a warrior has been backed into a corner by a 2 Nothix and a Mesoloth.
Oh.
That thing's cool looking. I've never seen one before.
As we walk down the corner, Fox says, "It's okay, Gustav. Bad Nothic dead now."
Well, I appreciate the sentiments, but we got something more immediate in front of us. Revi, how do you want to do this? Do you want to
Revi,
just sit back and watch? Or
Revi
we can go
immediately,
ham?
Revi immediately jumps into action and says, "Save the hammer, for vengeance is mine, not these beasts."
All right.
Okay.
Gustav is going to, upon hearing Revi say that, Gustav's going to charge here.
Uh. Okay.
All right. Roll initiative, everyone. Okay.
I wasn't selected.
Me too. 13, 14.
I got a 14. I can fix that.
All right. So give initiative to Rex, to Nothix.
Bring it back. I'm gonna go to the washroom really quick.
I
Do we want to take a 15-minute break before this encounter?
That works for me.
Yeah, might be wise.
Yeah.
Mesoloth.
It's about time for me to feed my doggy anyway, so I'm going to do that.
Revi.